Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is our embarkation day on the Disney Dream out of Fort Lauderdale. We stayed at the Le Méridien the night before. You can check out a full tour of that property on the channel. It's about a 15-minute ride away from Port Everglades. Disney has recently redone Terminal 4 here to make it their own. A lot of ships coming out of Port Everglades. It's now a second home port for Disney Cruise Line, so you're going to have a lot of Disney touches and sort of those custom experiences that you may be used to if you sailed out of Orlando. Now we're sailing with my almost 2-year-old on this trip, so we have a lot of different experiences on this voyage because he's not quite old enough for the kids clubs, but he's going to be using the nursery, and it's just kind of negotiating how to cruise with a young toddler. I recommend getting them familiar with tons of golden books before the voyage. They get quite excited. I did have to bring along his pack and play though for embarkation day because nap time was shortly after our stateroom was supposed to be ready, so unfortunately couldn't leave that with the porters. But I loved all the Disney touches that they added to the terminal outside, so I love sailing out of Port Everglades for that reason. We had our own line as silver members in the Castaway Club. Had a little bit of a wait to check in, but nothing too crazy. And then we were through security and onto the kind of Finding Nemo inspired terminal, and you're going to want to get photos with both the Disney Cruise Line photographers and maybe one of your own walking through the Mickey shaped funnels here. Very famous shot. Once you're through that, you'll pass the concierge area. Now you're not going to do any waiting here if you're in the concierge level unless the boarding hasn't actually begun on the ship. You're whisked away straight to the ship if you are sailing concierge level. One of the best aspects of Disney Cruise Line is the welcome on board. So they welcome your family by name and you're on board. We quickly rushed over to the nursery to get our son all checked in there, making sure that everything is handled for our dinner at Palo this evening. And then next quickly was time for lunch. Lunch at Cabanas is going to be buffet style. It's very sumptuous, has a lot of different seafood options, lots of high-end options to welcome you on board. And you do have one of the main dining rooms available for lunch as well, so just keep that in mind. And definitely know that Cabanas is going to be quite busy on embarkation day, so just be a little patient with trying to find a table. 5028 was our cabin this trip, and we were able to check in right at 1:30. We had a deluxe family ocean view stateroom with an extended balcony. We booked this guaranteed with a travel agent rate, so we didn't really know what type of balcony room we were going to get. We just knew that we were getting a balcony room. Now, one great aspect for families that are booking Disney Cruise Line are these split bathrooms. I absolutely love these. I think these are some of the easiest bathrooms for families or even just two people traveling in a cabin that want to get ready at the same time for maybe the full day or just dinner. So you're going to have one bathroom with the toilet and a sink, and then separate from that, another room with another sink, and then the shower and tub combo. Now, one drawback for me as a 6-foot tall individual, not particularly tall, but not short either, is that my head barely touched the ceiling when I was trying to take a shower. So just keep that in mind. If you're someone who's any taller than that, you are going to have to definitely duck down. And for me, definitely had to duck down just to get my head wet there. So not the tallest shower that I've ever had at sea, but it was very comfortable and it's very convenient for families having that tub option. Not every cruise line offers that. Usually it's just a shower. I've seen some smaller tubs as an option too, but this is actually a pretty large tub. There is a curtain there, so you can actually draw that and have a lot of privacy in the shower. Someone maybe wanting to come in and use the sink if you have multiple people trying to get ready in the room at the same time. Lots of life jackets in the closet and then plenty of hangers there. Pro tip, bring some duct tape because you can tape up some of these hangers that tend to move around a little bit in the evenings when the ship is rocking a little bit, or you can take them down off of the hangers themselves. But I always bring duct tape on every cruise because there's always something that's squeaking in the room, and it's usually fixed with duct tape. Plenty of storage here in the rooms as well. I love all the drawers for storing any items that you want to ditch from your suitcase, and the suitcases definitely fit underneath the queen size bed here. Different from other cruise lines too is that these beds here do not separate into twins. So I like this a lot because one, bed is not going to split up in the middle of the night on you. A lot of times, even traveling solo, I might be twisting around a little bit and I wake up in a hammock. in between the two beds because the fitted sheet is basically holding me above the ground. Happens a lot, so I really do like that. But if you are traveling with someone else in the room and you're not married to them, you may have to use one of the single beds over here in the living room. They have bunk beds in a lot of the rooms, and then they have the couch here that folds down into a single. So plenty of options available. I do like the bureau there with some free souvenirs like some postcards that you can send home. Lots more storage around here. And there is a curtain that separates this area to give privacy to the bed and then people sleeping in this section. So usually kids on Disney Cruise Line. So our son was in a pack and play. We were able to fit the pack and play right here in the middle. We were able to still kind of climb over the couch and get over to our extended balcony over here. Nice to have 4 chairs, and felt plenty safe with our son walking around here with us supervising him and not being able to climb up on the balcony or anything. Disney did a great job designing these ships to keep all the safety features in mind. Next up, I always do a spa tour on the first day of every cruise that I take. One, because I'm taking videos for the channel here, and this is a free way for me to at least take a look at all the options available in the spa, but I do like to enter that spa raffle. Now, I've had a lot of luck on casino voyages on different ships that have casinos. Disney Cruise Line does not have a casino, but I've never won a spa raffle. If you've won a spa raffle, please let me know in the comments that you have. I want your luck. But right now you're looking at the Rainforest Room. You can buy access to this for the entire cruise if you want some extra relaxation. You're gonna have different steam rooms and saunas, and then I really love this outdoor area that they've designed with these heated stone loungers and then a hot tub out here on the open air deck. This has all been redesigned in the recent dry dock, and I think they did a spectacular job. You can take a look at the tour on the Disney Dream from a few years ago on the channel. Next, we had a little bit of time to kill before the muster station drill began. Now, I don't love the muster station drills on Disney Cruise Line because many cruise lines have gone to an all digital method. It takes like 5 minutes on board. Instead, Disney Cruise Line, after COVID was all over, moved back to a fully in-person muster drill. It takes a bit of time, everything shuts down on the ship, and it's a little bit of a time suck, but overall not a big deal. And once that was over, it was very quickly time to sail away from Port Everglades and head off to our first destination of Cozumel, Mexico. We had a day at sea, but the Sailaway party is something not to miss if you've never experienced it. Quite busy on the pool deck, but all the pools here in the center actually have decks that can cover them, which makes it really flexible for all these big events that they hold out on the pool deck on Disney Cruise Line. But honestly, I was most interested in our Sailaway navigation because we had to back out of our docking slip in the port and then do a 180-degree turn in a very tight turning radius. It was kind of crazy to watch, and kudos to both the captain, the pilot of the ship, because cruise ships actually use a pilot from port that knows the area really well for navigating in these difficult scenarios, and then the tugboat captains as well, because we were definitely using some tugboats to turn our ship even quicker. One also awesome tip that I have for you is if you are interested in the aqueduct, which is the water slide on board, definitely take advantage on Embarkation Day. A lot of people are still getting settled in. You're gonna have a lot lower wait time on the slide than maybe on a sea day, definitely on a sea day, or when you're in port. Now, my favorite port to sail away from, bar none, is the Port of Miami. Sailing past South Beach, everyone on the beach cheering for you as you pass by. It is a great way to get a vacation started. And Port Everglades does not have a bad experience either. You have the Fort Lauderdale beach over there to the left. You have lots of mansions as you sail away here as well. And there's always another ship or two sailing out with you, most likely. So it is a lot of fun, and we had really great weather, as you can see. Definitely much better weather than what we woke up to. So it was really a lot of fun to sail away here. Now, this is our Embarkation Day video. We're going to have at least one more video on the channel from a vlog perspective on the cruise, featuring everything else that we did on board, as well as in Cozumel and Castaway Cay. I've already posted a few videos of the ship, including a full tour. You can check that out on the channel. And please hit that subscribe button if you love this type of content, if you love cruising. Lots of cruise content on the channel and plenty more to come. And a quick pitch for our travel agency. If you would like me to personally plan your cruise vacation, you can reach out to us at jacksonjetsetting.com/book and get you a free quote on any cruise or any land-based vacation that you are thinking of. Now, I was very excited for our dinner this evening. We dropped our kid off at the nursery and headed straight over to Palo. Palo is one of the adult venues on board. It's an extra charge restaurant, so not part of the regular included dining rotation on board. It's a high-end Italian dining experience, and it's something that we try not to miss on any Disney Cruise Line cruise. It is absolutely incredible. You have great service, and on Embarkation Day, it's going to be a lot less busy in the restaurant. If you want to dine at Palo twice, by the way, you have to do one of the nights on Embarkation Day. There's also Palo Brunch, which is a very popular experience. We have yet to do it. We booked this cruise a little too late to be able to participate, so just keep that in mind if you are looking to do Palo Brunch. It's an all-inclusive experience and quite popular. But the dinner itself, you can have an a la carte experience, or you can do a prefix menu for $55. The price was actually increased shortly after we booked from $50 to $55, so now it's $55. Personally, items that I love, like Ossobuco, are not on the prefix menu, so I'm always going to do an a la carte, and I feel like you get out of there for a little bit less money than the prefix option. So that's a little tip for you. You do not have to do that prefix option. Now, unlike a lot of cruise lines, Disney services cabins twice a day. A lot of cruise lines have done away with that, so Disney's still holding on strong. We did check out the Golden Mickeys. Can't film in the show, but it's definitely something to see at least once if you never cruised on Disney before. Very fun show. A bunch of different characters showing up and a lot of fun. But overall, we just hung out, checked out the ship a little bit, played a few games, and then crashed because Embarkation Day is quite exhausting. See you on the next video.